Hello, my name is Jessy Lafreniere. I'm a 15, nearly 16-year-old francophone but English-speaking guy from Val-d'Or, Quebec. I would describe myself as a writer, a bit of a history nerd, and someone who loves to step outside of their comfort zone. I'm applying for this award for three main reasons. Firstly, I am extremely interested in World War I history. Secondly, I would love to visit a new country. And third, I would not be able to do this on my own. I lack the resources. My love for history has been around since I was young, but it truly sparked when I was starting high school. It was all because of my amazing history teacher at the time, Mr. Burton. I also started writing historical fiction, which only furthered my interest. I have never once left Canada in my entire life, so an experience like the Vimy pilgrimage would be truly magical to me. The furthest place I've ever ventured to is Niagara Falls. Even though I haven't left the continent, though, I would have no issue being far from home, as I constantly travel around Quebec and Ontario for medical reasons and various other things, with and without my family. Without this award, I would never be able to partake in such a wonderful experience. I lack the necessary funds to finance a trip like this, and my town is bare of opportunities to learn about our country's past. We do not have a war museum I could just stroll into and take in the information. The closest thing we have is a random jet on a pedestal outside the cultural center. Without resources like this, I can't further my love of history. There's only so much online learning can do, but being able to go to the actual place where the battle happened would be so profoundly meaningful to me. If I were to be so honored as to receive this award, I would receive a memory and knowledge that would last me for a lifetime. This experience in my life would be absolutely unforgettable. As to what the Vimy Pilgrimage Award program would gain from allowing me to participate, I say I could be an asset to those who do not speak French. Even though English is my primary language, my knowledge of French is good enough that I can help others with their language barriers amongst themselves or with people that we meet in France and Belgium, as I can speak both languages relatively well. The topic I find most interesting on Canada's involvement in World War I is the Second Battle of Ypres. The battle was separated into 4 engagements that occurred between the 22nd of April and the 25th of May. The 4 engagements in order are the Battle of Gravenstoffel, the Battle of St. Julien, the Battle of Fresenberg, and the Battle of Bellewaerde. If it wasn't for Canadian involvement, I believe the battle would not have been a stalemate. Instead, the Germans would have won. Canadians like Frederick Fisher, who along with a few other men from the 13th Battalion, prevented the Germans from advancing to St. Julien for 2 days before heroically dying. Captain Francis Scrimger and George Nasmyth, both Canadians, were the people who ordered soldiers to use urine-soaked cloths to counteract chlorine gas, saving many lives. Lastly, the Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry and the 10th Brigade were the ones who counterattacked the Germans in Fresenberg, preventing them yet again from advancing. If it wasn't for our brave soldiers who lost their lives, the battle could have been a German victory. The reason why I like this battle so much is because this was when Canada truly proved themselves to be formidable foes and where we earn our spot in history. Now, as for a topic I would like to learn more about, I want to gain new knowledge on the Battle of Vimy Ridge. We have only briefly covered it in history class before, and I haven't investigated it on my own yet. But having the opportunity to visit the actual site of the battle and learning about such a powerful movement for Canada's independence would be incredible. Quebec history classes don't tend to cover what happens outside of Canada during world wars, but instead the conflict at home, such as the conscription crisis. So having the opportunity to learn about what Canada has done to help Europe would be amazing. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you take my application into consideration for your wonderful program.